From Roger Federer's heartwarming bow tie fix reminiscent of his moments with Rafael Nadal, to Carlos Alcaraz's awe at playing in front of his idol, and even a lighthearted Salt Bae exchange that brought laughter to the court, today, we're uncovering the most memorable moments from the 2024 Laver Cup. Carlos Alcaraz's journey at the 2024 Laver Cup is a remarkable story of growth and connection. Just 2 years ago, the then 19-year-old prodigy was heartbroken as he watched Roger Federer bid farewell to tennis at the 2022 Laver Cup. He shared heartfelt messages on social media during that emotional moment at the O2 Arena in London. Fast forward to 2024, and Alcaraz has not only become a star for Team Europe, but is also sharing joyful moments with Federer at the same event.
I'm too far from that level. I'm too far. Hopefully reach it one day, but I mean, it's gonna be impossible. So they have to change my name because you know, Fed05 is gonna be forever for him.
One particularly charming scene unfolded during the black carpet event at this year's Laver Cup. Federer noticed Alcaraz's bow tie was askew and stepped in to fix it, a gesture that echoed his past moments adjusting Rafael Nadal's attire. Federer humorously remarked,
"I mean, how bow tie was so out of place, I needed to fix it."
Making his Laver Cup debut, Alcaraz was especially excited to play in front of Federer for the first time, notably during a doubles match with Alexander Zverev. While Team World's Taylor Fritz and Ben Shelton ultimately took the win, Alcaraz expressed his happiness about performing in front of his idols.
It was great, honestly, playing in front of him, and I'm really happy that he was there, you know, watching our doubles.
Roger Federer reflected on a moment from years ago with a playful smile. During a press conference, he admitted, "I can apologize to Carlos this week." Federer explained that back then, he barely knew Carlos Alcaraz and had no idea he would become one of tennis's brightest stars.
I'm actually very excited to see Carlos play here because I actually haven't seen Carlos play live ever.
Showing just how much things had changed since their first encounter. But what was that first encounter? Let's go back to Wimbledon, when Alcaraz was still a junior. Imagine being a young, ambitious player and getting the opportunity to practice with one of your idols, Roger Federer, the king of Wimbledon. For Alcaraz, it must have been a dream come true, a chance to hit with the legend who had won Wimbledon more times than anyone else. The excitement was likely through the roof. However, after practicing with Alcaraz once, Federer made a surprising choice. The next day, when asked if he wanted to play with Alcaraz again, Federer declined. Instead, he chose to practice with Alcaraz's coach, Juan Carlos Ferrero, who was a former top player from Federer's own era. On day 2 of the 2024 Laver Cup, in a moment that surprised many, Frances Tiafoe and Daniil Medvedev, two fierce competitors, found time to joke with each other in the middle of their singles match. But what could have caused these two to break from their intense focus and share a laugh on the court? It all started in the second set when Medvedev hit a beautiful drop shot. Instead of a typical celebration, he chose to mimic the famous Salt Bae pose. Recreating the iconic move by Turkish chef Nusret Gökçe, where he sprinkles salt with a flick of his wrist. Not wanting to miss out, Tiafoe quickly responded with his own version of the Salt Bae gesture, sprinkling imaginary salt in a playful comeback. The crowd loved it, and to make things even more entertaining, Medvedev joined in again, and the two kept the lighthearted exchange going. Roger Federer found himself the target of a playful jab from his old rival, Andy Roddick. While Federer was in Berlin supporting Team Europe, Roddick couldn't resist making a humorous comment about the Swiss legend's fitness level in retirement during a segment on the Tennis Channel. But what sparked the joke? A video of Federer casually working out with Grigor Dimitrov and Carlos Alcaraz had surfaced online. Dressed in a simple white t-shirt, gray pants, and a beige jacket, Federer looked relaxed and far from the polished image fans are used to seeing on the tennis court. And that's when Roddick saw his chance to poke fun. With his trademark sarcasm, Roddick remarked,
"Yeah, I mean, it's just sad to see someone who's let themselves go, like Roger has. Just look at this completely unkept t-shirt. Guy doesn't even own a collar anymore. It's just sad to see, Steve."
The two share a long and memorable rivalry. From 2001 to 2012, they faced off 24 times, with Federer dominating their encounters, winning 21 matches to Roddick's 3. Their rivalry reached its peak during the legendary 2009 Wimbledon final, where Federer edged Roddick 16-14 in an unforgettable fifth set, clinching his 15th Grand Slam title. Later in this video, we'll cover Ben Shelton's tumble over the advertising boards, Daniil Medvedev throwing his racket into the crowd, and how Grigor Dimitrov and Carlos Alcaraz effectively coached Stefanos Tsitsipas, along with their viral unexpected friendship. On day 3, as the tension built, Shelton sprinted to reach a ball at a critical moment, 5-5 in the second set, 40-40. In a split second, he lost his footing and took a tumble over the advertising boards near Team Europe's dugout. How did this intense moment unfold, and what went through the minds of the players and spectators? As Shelton hit the ground, the drama intensified. Roger Federer's astonished expression captured the collective shock of the crowd. But Shelton, ever the competitor, quickly raised his hand to challenge the call, showcasing his determination even after such a fall. Fortunately, he was quickly helped up by Team Europe, with Carlos Alcaraz checking in on him to ensure he was okay. Shelton managed to shake off the incident and continued playing, much to the relief of his teammates and fans. However, despite their fighting spirit, the American duo ultimately lost the match 2-6, 6-7 at 6. Medvedev, coming off a disappointing loss to France's Tiafoe the day before, was determined to turn things around. As the first set progressed, Medvedev found himself in a tough spot during a tiebreak. Trailing at 4-5, he sent a ball long, giving Shelton a crucial set point. In a moment of frustration, Medvedev threw his racket in the direction of the crowd, where it bounced on the court before landing among spectators, including former player Andrea Petkovic. This unexpected outburst left Shelton visibly shocked and stirred discontent among Team World. Umpire Mohamed Lahayani clarified that Medvedev's racket had not hit anyone, which saved him from harsher consequences. "If it had hit someone, I agree with you," he reassured Tiafoe. After the match, Medvedev reflected on his performance in the press conference.
In my opinion, I played a horrible match. During the match, I felt like I was playing one of the worst tennis of my life.
The Team Europe's Casper Ruud, a 3-time major finalist with a higher ATP ranking, was expected to have the upper hand against Team World's last-minute replacement, Francisco Cerundolo. But tennis can be unpredictable, and Cerundolo, the underdog, delivered a stunning performance. How did a lower-ranked player outplay one of the top names in tennis? As the match unfolded, Ruud's teammates Grigor Dimitrov and Carlos Alcaraz tried to step in and turn things around. During a changeover, they passionately coached Ruud, offering him advice in hopes of helping Team Europe get its first win on the scoreboard. But despite their best efforts, the coaching didn't work, and Ruud suffered a 4-6, 4-6 defeat. Could the pressure of the Laver Cup stage have gotten to him, or was Cerundolo just too sharp that day? However, Dimitrov and Alcaraz didn't give up. Later, they took on the challenge of coaching Stefanos Tsitsipas in his match against Laver Cup debutant Thanasi Kokkinakis.
Probably he's going to use the backhand on the line now. You know, to surprise you a little bit.
This time, their tips seemed to hit the mark. Tsitsipas dominated, winning 6-1, 6-4, giving Team Europe a much-needed victory. Off the court, another unexpected duo was making headlines, Dimitrov and Alcaraz. A viral video of the two embracing during the Medvedev versus Tiafoe match has sparked a meme fest among tennis fans. The sight of this new friendship took fans by surprise. One fan joked, "I didn't expect Laver Cup to give me a new favorite duo, but I love them so much." Another teased about how Andrei Rublev, known to be close friends with Dimitrov, might feel left out seeing Dimitrov and Alcaraz together.